So in terms of one of my favorite bodybuilders currently on circuit, Sergio Oliva Jr. has to be that guy. Now, as I say in every video, guys, I do this because there's no real news in bodybuilding right now. There's nothing for us to really get hype about, to really look at and say, hey, this guy's going to win this and beat that guy. We have a couple shows in August, but those aren't confirmed because they can always be pushed back even further, just like everything else has. So for the most part, I just want to keep everyone up to date in terms of how the guys are looking, at least the top guys. What's everyone up to? How's everyone handling the quarantine, everything else? So now we're looking at Sergio Oliva Jr. Let's actually go into the story. He posted some really cool stuff, in my opinion. I actually remember this photo when he actually won the Nationals. I thought that was insane. Like, his glutes look really freaking nuts there. And he's just like retweeting stuff from his Victory clothing line. So really cool there. Retweet what? I guess repost in that case. I saw this earlier and I thought this was a really awesome photo. Obviously a comparison with his father and him. And I think his dad was playing pool. I think that's a pool stick, right? His dad is playing pool, looking all dieseled up, man. That's like, this is a really classic look here. But I mean, Sergio, he's in the gym. Like, he's he's probably like 2 or 3 weeks out here. I wish Sergio would actually replicate this with the shirt, with the hat, and playing pool, man. That would be nuts. Gotta have like the Rolex or whatever that was in his wrist there. But that would be really cool if we could actually get a proper replication of this photo, it being Sergio. But either way, really cool comparison. You can see the triceps. I think Sergio might even have, like Junior, he might even have better triceps than his father. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, the angle of the arm might be a bit different, and he's like holding something versus Sergio cleansing up his fists. So, I don't know, man. But either way, it looks freaking great. This man at the Arnold this year was spectacular. One of the best posing award. I mean, easily. Like, no one else even came close to winning. I would say Cedric had the opportunity, but he just reused music, reused an old routine. It's very boring and dull and lazy, and it's not going to get you anywhere. Like, you don't, like, why would you reuse music and reuse a routine? So without Cedric really caring, I mean, it was an easy victory in terms of the posing, the best poser award for the homie over here. And he did a pretty good job. You could tell he actually put some effort into it. Now, he has been stuck in Australia for quite a while now. But to be fair, he's been on a couple of podcasts saying that he actually enjoys being in Australia because he can still somewhat train. Like, he has some people in Australia where he knows who has some garage gyms. And he's been posting a couple of those every now and then. So he's in a gym still training, not in an official gym, just like in a garage gym. But the gyms that he's at are pretty legit. Like, they have, for the most part, all the machines you need, bars and weights and, so some kind of back machines as well. So, he's doing pretty well for the most part. Here's another really cool, awesome shot from the Arnold. This is actually a top 5. Imagine your first Arnold being in this lineup. Like, this is freaking top 5 at the Olympia right here. The only people that aren't here is Mr. Olympia himself and Hadi Chupan. But literally every single other, well, actually Rolly Winkler isn't here either. So but the thing is that I feel like Sergio beats Rolly. I feel like if Rolly came in the way he came at the Olympia and you put him in this lineup, Sergio wins. I think so. I feel like Sergio honestly should have beat Kuklo. And it's not that Kuklo is a bad bodybuilder, and it's not that Kuklo doesn't deserve it. I just think Sergio has, way better qualities in terms of just conditioning and way more detail. Probably a better structure as well. So I feel like he could have probably been 4th. I don't think he had enough in it to beat Big Ramy. But I mean, at the very least 4th. But either way, man, that's a really cool photo right there. Another photo here from the Arnold. Obviously, it just happened, so we have a lot of Arnold content to actually go through. I'm not sure what Cedric was doing here with his stomach. I don't know, man. Cedric, as he gets older and more years accumulate on him, the stomach is getting very shadowy and cloudy and not detailed and small like it once was. I don't know, man. But as you can see, Sergio over here, man, goddamn, looking like a statue. Now, one thing I do absolutely love about Sergio. I mean, first of all, this is a funny comment to make anyways, but you have to understand me as a fan of bodybuilding. I'm talking about bodybuilding. I'm not talking about, him as a guy and whatever. Anyway, so glutes are insane. His freaking glute ham quad tighten is freaking nuts. Like, you can see the very clear separation of the glutes to the hamstrings to the freaking quads. I mean, this looks like this was created in a lab and they slapped it on a human. Like, what is this? Like, there's so much detail. This is like Akeem Williams detail. Like, I think Akeem Williams had like the best side leg in modern bodybuilding. Like, the best. Sergio is like up there. It's like Sergio, Akeem, Brandon's pretty good, you know, but God, like, I'm not even looking at like upstairs. I'm not even looking upstairs. I'm just looking at pure lower body here. Freaking nuts, man. Freaking insane. Here's another really cool photo, man. As we can see, like a kind of like you know, it's not really a throwback because this isn't his dad in the second photo here, but probably even more interesting that it's Arnold. Now, Arnold is a guy that faced his dad back in the day, and Arnold is the guy that actually dethroned his father, Sergio, for the Olympia title back in, I think, 1970, 71 was Arnold's first Olympia. I believe it was 70. Either 70 or 71 was Arnold's first Olympia. I don't know. I don't remember. One of those. But as you can see, it's kind of cool because we have the father of the son, and then we have Arnold, who's the man that beat the father, but now the son is like the proper man, and he's competing at Arnold's contest, who is the man that beat his father. It's kind of like a really cool parallel. It's like a really cool kind of dynamic thing here going on. These photos are probably, I would say 12 years apart, 10 to 12 years apart. You know, obviously this man's like, you know, Sergio's very young here. He's not even in the oven, talking about out the oven at this point. But, you know, he's definitely grown into his own and become a really, really respectable bodybuilder. And I'm sure, although his father didn't agree with him bodybuilding, he would, for the most part, be, proud. I mean, why would you not be proud of your son? You know, like, I get that his father wasn't exactly accepting of him doing bodybuilding, but at some point, you're going to have to be okay with your kid's life, and you're going to have to be okay with the path they've chosen. You're either going to support them or be out of their life. At some point, I feel like he would have been supportive, and it would have been a pretty good relationship. At least I think so. I would like to think so because that seems really cool. Another really cool shot of his father right here. Freaking insane arms. Really, really nuts arms. Man. Look at the arms. The thing is that I'm not a big fan of how he posed the arms. He kind of like stuck his elbows forward. I don't know, man. But this is a really iconic moment. Look at this moment. Wow, this is really good. This is Sergio Oliva Jr. being held by Sergio Oliva Sr. Wow. That was a really crazy moment. That was really freaking nuts. Here's some of that like gym footage I was talking about. In the gym, really, well, in the garage gym, I need to specify that. In the garage gym, really cool equipment. Have all the weights you need and have everything you need. In order to at least maintain the muscle, probably not build anything at this point, but definitely enough to at least maintain the gains you've been able to build. So I mean, you know, I would much rather like to maintain than lose. But anyways, guys, so I think that's a good amount of Sergio content for the day. If you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure to leave a like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Subscribe, guys. Hit the like button, destroy it. I appreciate all the support as of recent. So thank you once again. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.